Hi, and thanks for joining me for the class today. So today we're going to do a fairly tough class with some quite challenging exercise sequences in there today. So we're going to start in standing and warm up, and then we're going to come down into 4-point kneeling onto our sides and then round onto our backs as well. So remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy the class. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to bring our toes apart and those heels apart. So those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight onto the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back. Just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So that weight's going nice and evenly down to your feet. Knees are nice and soft, not locked back. Hands up onto your pelvis. Very gently, we're going to tilt that pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just gently forward and back. Just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements again, in that nice neutral position. Good. Ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck's nice and long and lifted from there as well. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing our hands behind our head. We're just going to shrug our shoulders up here, drop those shoulders down and reach those hands up towards the ceiling. Good. And again, bring those hands behind your head, shrug those shoulders up, sink them down, those shoulder blades, and then reach those hands up towards the ceiling. Good. And again, hands behind your head, shrug those shoulders up, drop them down, and then reaching up. Okay, now on this next one, we're going to drop down. We're going to just keep our hands behind our head, and we're going to drop down into a little side bend and back, opposite side and back, and then we're going to reach above and down, dropping down to the side and back, opposite side, back, and reaching above. Good, and again, drop down and back, opposite side, back, and reaching above. One last time. Drop down, lift up, dropping down, lift up, and reaching above your head. Good. Now keep those hands behind your head, and we're going to raise one leg, just lifting, flexing that hip, and we're going to rotate towards that leg, and then back up. Good. And again, we're rotating and back. So a little bit of balance here. Rotating around and back. So we're going elbow towards that knee. We're not trying to touch it. We're just going in that direction. Rotation and back, and then lower that leg down. Good. Opposite leg lifted. And we're going to rotate around and back. Good. Rotating around and back. Good. And again, rotating around and back. Good. Rotating down and back. One last time. Rotation back. And lifting up and lowering back down. Bring those arms back down. Relax those shoulders. Very good. It's a bit of a balance challenge there as well. So feet still that hip width distance apart. We do a few little squats here. So we're going to imagine that chair's behind you. So you're dropping the bottom back towards that. Keep those knees that hip width distance apart. And we're going to drop down and lift up. Good. And again, drop down, lifting up. So sitting back, lifting up. Well done. Drop down, lift up. Sitting that bottom back behind you, so dropping down, lifting up. So we can bring those hands forward and down. Well done. Drop down, lift up. Well done. Good. Dropping down, lifting up. Now on this next one, we're going to drop down, come up onto those toes and then extend on those toes and down. Good. So drop down, up on those toes, lifting up on those toes and down. Drop down, heel raised, lift up, and down. Good. Coming down, lift up on those toes, extending up through those toes and lower. Drop down, lift up, extending and lower. Good. Last few. Drop down, lift up, extending and lower. Well done. Drop down, lift up, extending and lower. Last few. Drop down, lift up, extending and lowering. Well done. Last one. Drop down, lift up, extending and lowering. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come lengthways onto my mat so you can see a bit clearer. So we're going to start with this right leg, and I want you to extend the leg behind you, and then we're going to bring that leg forwards to flexion. So we're going to reaching it back and lifting up. Good. So extend that leg behind and reaching back. Well done. And lifting forwards, reaching back. Good. I'm going to reach my arms in here, so I'm going to lift those arms up, and then we're reaching it back. Good. Lifting up and reaching back. Extending that leg back. Good. Reaching those arms forward, extending back. Good. Now if you can, we're going to progress this a little bit and reach forwards. So we're going to lift up, and then we're going to reach forward, extend the leg, and then fold back. Good, okay. And again, so we're going to lift up, reach forwards, control back and down. Good, and again, lift up, reaching forwards, fold back together and down. Good, and again, lift up, reaching forwards, folding back and down. Well done. And again, lift up, reaching forwards, folding and down. So this leg you're standing on is working really hard to support you and balance you, so we're controlling that movement. Good, last couple here, reaching away, folding back and down. One last time, lift up, reaching away, folding back and down. Well done. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So we're going to start by just lifting and then reaching back. Good. So we're flexing, reaching away. So we're lifting up through that leg and then reaching back. Good. Well done. And then reaching back. Good. Lifting up, extending that leg away. Good, and extend it away. So lifting up, reaching the leg behind. Well done. And back. Good, so on this next one, we're going to see if we can progress a little bit more. So we're going to lift up, and this time we're reaching forwards and back with that leg, folding back together and down. And again, lifting up, reaching away, folding back and down. Well done. And again, lifting up, reaching away, folding back and down. And again, lifting up, reaching forwards, folding back and down. So a lot of balance through that opposite leg. Keep that knee soft, folding back and down. One more time. Lifting up, reaching away, folding back and down. Well done. Okay, so let's do a few roll downs here. So we can take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end here. Then as you breathe out, slowly coming back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands, curling down into that C shape, rolling those hands down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. Then as you breathe out, gently coming back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, gently coming back up into standing. Good. Now this last one, we're going to come down and we're going to roll down into 4-point kneeling. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Soften your knees. I'm going to walk those hands down and we're going to come down into 4-point kneeling. And we're going to continue our class from here. Okay, so we're continuing here into 4-point kneeling. So we have those knees underneath those hips. We're going to bring our hands just in front of our shoulders here, so a little bit further in front. Keep those elbows nice and soft, and we're just going to tuck my toes under. So we're going to go into some leg pulling prones here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we need to lift your knees up and then reach forward, extending those knees so we're coming over those hands. Breath in to hold. Then as you breathe out, lowering back down. So you need to make sure those hands are in front of you, so you've got somewhere to come up and over onto. Good. And then coming back down. Well done. And again, so breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, reach forwards. Breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, lowering back down. Well done. And again, lifting up, reaching forwards, lengthening those legs. Breath in and out. Good. And again, lift up, reach forwards. Holding that there and lowering down. Good. Breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, reach forwards. Breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, lowering down. On this next one, if you can, we're going to add some leg movements in. If that feels too challenging, just see if you can hold that position. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, reach forwards, holding that here. And we're going to do a few hamstring curls. So we're going to bend the knee and down and alternate sides. Let's do 8 more. So go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, lowering back down. Well done. Let's drop down. Have a little stretch out there. And relax down. Very good. So just stretch out through those shoulders. Drop that bottom down onto your heels. Well done. Breathing in and just relaxing on that out breath. Just relaxing through those shoulders. Well done. Good. So we're going to come back up. We're going to drop down onto our elbows from here. So just have our elbows down. Give those wrists a little break. And we're going to just extend one leg just along that mat here. We're going to do a few lifts and lowers. So I want you to extend the leg up and lower down. So we're lifting that up towards the ceiling and down just as high as you feel comfortable. And we're lifting and lowering. Well done. Good. Lifting and lowering that leg. Well done. Nice and controlled. Well done. Let's do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And I want you to bend that leg, same leg in, and then we're going to kick that leg out. So we're going to bend, folding it in, kicking it out. So breathe in as you fold in, breathe out to kick out. Good. Breathing in, kicking out. Well done. Extending and back. Well done. Folding in and back. Well done. Fold in and back. Let's do 5 more. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And fold that leg back. Well done. Okay, opposite leg. We're going to extend away along that mat, and then we're going to lift and lower. So we're going to lift and lower through that leg. So nice and control. Extending through that leg, really working those bottom muscles as we're lifting and lowering that leg. Well done. Lifting and lowering, nice and controlled. Well done, lifting and lowering. Good. Let's do 5 more. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Folding that leg in, and we're going to fold and kick out. So folding in, kicking out. Good. Breathe out as you lift away. Breathe in to fold back. Breathe in to fold in. Breathe out to extend away. Good. Folding in, kicking out. Well done. Good. Lengthening away. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Fold that leg back in, drop back down into that child pose. A little stretch out here. So take a nice deep breath in and out, just relaxing down. This time we're just going to walk my hands over to one side. Have a little side stretch here as well. So breathing in and out, just stretching, lengthening out through that side. Well done. Good. And then walking those hands round, breathing in. And that out breath, let's walk around to that opposite side. A little stretch out through that side. Well done. Breathing in and out. Relaxing down. Well done. Breath in and out. And then just walk those hands slowly back to that centre. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come round and down onto our sides from here. So you've got a little thicker block. You can grab that just to support your head here. So we're going to come down onto my side. Head just resting on that there. So we're going to go into our side kick movement here. So those hips are stacked on top of each other to start with. We're going to lift this top leg. If that's comfortable, we're going to straighten this top leg out to start with. And we're going to glide that leg forwards and then glide it back. So I want you to point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Good. Point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. So nice controlled movement, keeping this leg at that hip height level, really challenging those glutes. Well done. So we're going to glide forwards, glide back. If that starts to feel too much with that leg straight, then we can bend the leg and still glide it forwards and back from that hip. So pick what's comfortable. Good. If you want to challenge it a little bit more though, we could straighten this lower leg and continue gliding that leg forwards and back. So just makes that a little bit more challenging through that centre, reducing that base of support. Well done. So gliding forwards, gliding back. If you can, we're going to point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. So a nice smooth movement, keeping that leg at that hip height level, really working those glutes. Well done. A few more here. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Good. Keeping that control. Well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Very good. Glide forwards, glide back. Point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Well done. Last few. Good. Still breathing, not holding your breath. Well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done. Let's just do one last one. So we're going to glide forwards, gliding back, and then relax that leg back down. Well done. Bend those knees up. Very good. Now we're going to come up onto our elbow from here. So just pop that block over to one side for a second. So we're going to go into a little side bend here. So I want you to have your elbow directly underneath that shoulder, okay? So our knees are just slightly in front of those hips here, and my collarbones are nice and wide. So let's just start with a few little side bends, and we're going to add some leg movement with this today if you can as well. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to lift up those hips into that nice diagonal here, and then lower back down. So keep these collarbones nice and wide. We're going to lift up, and then lower. Well done. And again, lifting up, and lower. Good. And again, lifting up and lowering down. Well done. And again, lifting up and lowering down. Well done. Lifting up through and down. Now on this next one, we're going to lift up. I want you to hold this here. We're going to keep our feet together and we're going to do 6 clams. So we're going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then lower back down. Very good. Let's see if we can do that again. So we're going to lift up, hold that position, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then lowering down. Now this time, a little bit of a twist. If you can, we're going to lift up and go into a clam at the same time. So we're going to lift, open the leg, and lower. Good. Lifting, opening out, and lower. Let's do 5 more. So go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then lowering back down. Well done, very good. Okay, so we're going to come around onto the other side, do the same again. So if you've got that thicker block, we'll just bring that with us just to support our head. And we're going to come down and do our side kick movement again. So just supporting that head with that block, hips are stacked on top of each other. We're going to lift this top leg up to that hip height, straighten the leg if you can, and we're going to glide that leg forwards and then gliding back. So point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. So we're keeping this leg at that hip height level as we're gliding forwards and gliding back. Well done. Gliding forwards and gliding back. Keeping that leg at that hip height level as you glide forwards and glide back. Well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Now, as I said before, if that feels too much with that top leg straight, it's starting to tire, you can bend that leg and do it with a little shorter lever here. Or if you want to make it more tricky, then we can straighten that lower leg and do the same again. Gliding forwards, gliding back. So again, pointing the toes to glide forward, flexing the foot to glide back. Point the toes to glide forward, flex to glide back. Keeping that leg at that hip height level as you glide forwards and glide back. Well done. Gliding forwards and gliding back. Well done. And again, glide forwards, gliding back. So just do a few more here. Well done. Really working those glutes, that nice control. Good. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Lovely. Last few here. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done. Let's do one more. Glide forwards, glide back, and then lowering that leg down. Well done. Bend those legs up. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come back up onto our elbows as we did before. So elbow directly under that shoulder, okay? We're going to have that forearm along the mat. Knees just slightly in front of those hips. So just got a very slight bend at those hips there. We're going to keep our collarbones nice and wide. So we're going to go up into our side bend as we did before. So we're going to lift up through and lowering. Good. So breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up and down. Well done. And again. And down. Good. And again, lifting up and lowering. Well done. So really working those obliques, working those glutes as well. Good, now on this next one, we're going to add in that clam as we did before. So we're going to lift up, hold that there, and we're going to lift into a clam. So we're going to do 6 more here. So we go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then lowering back down. Very good. You do the same again if you can. So we're going to lift up, hold that there. I'm going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then lowering down. And that little bit more of a challenge, if you can, we're going to do both movements together. So we're going to lift up and open into that clam at the same time. So we're going to lift, opening out and down. So let's do 5 more. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then lowering back down. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our backs from here. So pop that block back down again. And we're going to come round and down onto our backs. So just coming back into that start position, we have our feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Just remember, as we normally do, just tilting that pelvis forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So we're in that nice neutral position there. Those ribs are soft, collarbones nice and wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there as well. Okay, so we're going to start into our hip twist movement. So I want you just to bring both legs up into tabletop if you can. And we're going to float our hands up towards the ceiling. So we're going to add some arm openings with this movement as well. So we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we need to open the leg out to the side. Opposite arm opens as well. And we're going to fold back together. So alternating sides, opposite arm, leg opening and folding back. So breathe out as you open out, breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you open out, breathe in as you fold back. Good, so we're alternating sides. Now if that starts to feel too much with both legs lifted, then you can come down into a single leg. So we just open out, lower down, opposite leg lifted as an alternative, if that feels too much. Otherwise we're going to continue with both legs lifted. Breathing out as you open out, breathe in to fold back. Now remember, keeping those hip bones pointing up towards the ceiling. So if you're feeling that you're rolling or rotating too much of that pelvis, make that leg movement a little bit smaller, just so you're getting that control through that center. Well done. Opening out and folding back. Good. Open out and fold back. Do a few more here. Breathe out as you open out, breathe in to fold back. Breathe out as you open out, breathe in to fold back. Well done. Good. Opening out and folding back. And back. Good. Opening out and folding back. Well done. And again, open out, fold back. Lovely. So a few more here. Opening out and folding back. Good. And again, opening out and fold back. Well done. Let's do one more each side. So opening out, fold back, opening out and folding back. Well done. Then lowering those legs down and let's float those arms back down to the start. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go into our one leg stretch from here. So we're going to bring one leg up into that single tabletop. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to stretch that leg away. Breathe in to fold back. Good. Opposite leg lifted. Breathing out, reach that leg away. Folding back in. So remember, as we lengthen that leg away, we don't want to let that back arch or that pelvis tilt. We're keeping that control as we lengthen through that leg. Now, if that's comfortable there, we can either stay with that single leg or we can float both legs up into double tabletop and we do the same again, reaching away, fold back. Well done. So we're going to breathe out as we reach away, breathe in to fold back. Breathing out, breathe in to fold back. Well done. Breathing out, breathe in to fold back. Good. Reaching away, folding back. Nice and control. Reaching away, fold back. Good. Now we can make this a little bit more tricky and going a little bit quicker and adding some abdo prep in. So I can lift up to my knee and then we're going to reach away and breathe in for 2 and out for 2. So I can keep my head lifted into the abdo prep if you can, but you can lower your head as you need to. We're going to breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Good. Keep going. Breathing in and out. Well done. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Keep going. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out for 2. Well done. Last few. Keeping that control. Keep that tummy nice and flat. Good. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now one more breath in and out. And then we're going to come back to that start, lower that head, and then lower those legs down one at a time. Well done. Let's bring those knees in, have a quick hug, and stretch that out. Well done. So nice deep breath in and out here. On the out breath, if you can, going to relax down into that stretch. Good. Breath in. And as you breathe out, just relaxing down. Very good. And again, breath in. And as you breathe out, relaxing down that little bit further. Well done. Breath in. And out. Good, and then we're just going to lower those legs down one at a time, coming back to that start position. Okay, so we're going to work our obliques a little bit more with our crisscross movement. So we can either keep your feet down if that feels comfortable, you can just keep your feet onto the mat, or if you can, we're going to float both legs up into that double tabletop position. I'm going to have my hands behind my head, and we're going to go into a slight diagonal. So I want you to imagine you're bringing that right shoulder blade towards that left knee. So we're going to go coming across the body. So breath in, as you breathe out, reaching across and then lowering down. We're going to alternate sides. So we go opposite side, left shoulder blade to right knee. Good. So that little diagonal and lowering. So breathing out as I'm lifting up, breathing into lowering. Good. And again, lifting and lowering. If that's feeling quite comfortable, we can add in extending the opposite leg. So not extending the leg, opposite leg to what you're reaching towards. Good. So lifting and lowering. So breathing out, breathing in to lower. Good. Well done. Alternating sides. Just bringing in those abdominals here. Very good. Reaching and lowering. A few more here. Well done. Keep going if you can. Good. Lifting and lowering. Good. A few more. Well done. One more each side. And then lowering that head down. Well done. Lowering those legs one at a time. Coming back to that start position. Very good. Okay, so we're just going to work our lower abdominals just a little bit more. Keep that core engaged, and we're going to go into our cycling legs. So again, if you can, we're going to float both legs up into double tabletop. If this starts to feel too much, you can go into a single leg, okay, and switch them round. But if you can, we're going to go up together into that double tabletop position. And we're going to move our legs round as if we're cycling through the air. So we're going to pull those legs round through the air. I want you to really move those legs, point and flex through those ankles. And we're breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Good, so moving through the air, pulling through. So you're really climbing that hill. So we're climbing up to that top of that hill, we're pulling those legs through. It's a bit of a big climb, but we'll get there. So keep going, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Well done, keep going, breathing in and out. Good, breathing in and out. Lovely. If you're single leg, make sure you switch round. We're halfway up our hill, so pulling round, moving through those legs. If you want to, for the last bit of this hill, we can lift that head into abdo prep, just to make it a little bit more challenging. Pulling through. Good. Breathing in and out. Keeping that tummy nice and flat. Well done. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Good. Last few. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. One more. Breath in and out. And then coming back to that start. Lower that head if it's lifted. Then we're going to lower those legs down one at a time. Back to that start. Very good. Okay, let's have a nice recovery stretch. We're going to bring our arms down by our side, out to the side of us. Let's drop our knees over to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side if you can, opening out through that back. Then using those toe muscles, coming back up and then over to that opposite side. So opening out, dropping those knees over, using those toe muscles, gently coming back up and then over onto that opposite side. We're just alternating sides, rotating through that spine, just gently stretching. It feels good to do. Just opening out through that spine and then coming back up and over to that opposite side. Well done. Using those toe muscles, lifting up and then over onto the opposite side. Well done. Lifting up, dropping those knees over, rotating around. Good, and up. A few more here, just gently rotating and stretching. Good, drop those knees over, rotating that head opposite way. Good, and back up. Good, drop those knees over, turning that head. Well done. One more time each side. Drop those knees over. Coming back up and over to the opposite side. Well done. Bring those knees back up. Bring those arms back down by your side. Okay, so we're going to stretch out now into our bottom muscles. So we're going to put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we're going to bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch. So take a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, we're just going to sink down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. We're going to hold this here. So breathing in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. Well done. And again, breath in. And as you breathe out, relaxing down into that stretch. Well done. And just lowering that leg back down. We'll do the same on the other side, opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we're going to bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. Again, taking a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. Holding that stretch. Well done. Breathing in and out. Good, breathing in and out. Just relaxing down into that stretch, very good. Holding that there. And just lowering that leg back down, excellent. Okay, so we're going to lengthen out through the back of the leg now. So knee up towards the ceiling, I'm going to lengthen out through the back of that leg. Use your hand to support that leg there. I'm just going to straighten out through that leg just as far as comfortable. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to hold this stretch. So just breathing in and out here, holding that stretch, lengthening through the back of the leg. Well done. And then we're going to point and flex through the ankle here. So pointing and flexing, just gently moving through that ankle. Good. Pointing and flexing, well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through. Well done. And then we'll lower that leg back down. Same on the other side, knee up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg. Use your hand to support that leg there, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to hold this stretch, so just breathing in and out, holding that there, lengthen through the back of the leg. And then we're going to point and flex through the ankle here. Good. Pointing and flexing. Well done. So point and flex. Good. And then hold that stretch again. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Lengthening out through that stretch. Well done. Then we're going to gently lower that leg back down. Brilliant. So we're going to come back up into sitting from here. So just sitting comfortably, either your legs out in front, legs crossed. Just going to sit there nice evenly through those sitting bones, that weight going through. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Neck nice and long and lifted, and we're going to reach our hands up towards the ceiling, and we're just going to lengthen through our sides that we've worked quite well today, and we're going to imagine that we're climbing up through a rope. So I want you to reach through one side and then switching through the other side. So imagine you're kind of pulling through one side, reaching up the other, pulling down through the other side. Well done. Reaching up to kind of climbing up through that rope. Well done. Reaching side to side, just gently lengthening. Well done. Reaching up and down. Good. And again, reaching and down. One more time each side, reaching, lengthening that side. Good. And back to that centre, and then lowering those arms down. Very good. Then we're going to bring our arms across, just across the body here, go into a little spine twist. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to rotate our body around one side, and then gently back to that start. And again, breathing out. And breathing in, rotating back. Well done. opening out, breathing in to rotate back. Lovely. And again, rotating around, breathing in to fold back. Can we do one more each side? Rotating around and folding back. Good. And again. And folding back. Well done. Relax those arms down, relaxing those shoulders down as well. Fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed the class today. Well done. And hopefully see you again next time.